Hello, this is Dave Stender. I'm the swine field specialist in Northwest Iowa, serving 22 counties. Today, I'd like to talk about the question of adding gilts to a small niche herd. One thing that's been discovered in production systems is that a pig from a gilt is different from a pig from a sow. Having the homeostatic sow herds, having the sows all in the same plane of health, tends to increase the herd health status for the whole herd. In other words, the frequency of new stock additions impacts herd health. The other factor to consider is that mixing pigs, the baby pigs from gilts, and the baby pigs from sows usually results in lower herd health compared to a group of pigs from all gilts or a group of pigs from all sows. So let's take a look at the trade-offs. As I said before, there's usually a health advantage for keeping the sow herd parity consistent or the same throughout the life of the sow herd. For example, a typical healthy herd that practices high levels of biosecurity and rarely adds outside animals to the herd by keeping the same set of sows for multiple parities usually has a pretty high health status, as my experience with small niche herds. This practice works for improving the herd health because the pigs from those sows all have the same immune status. And as I said before, pigs from sows have different immunity levels than pigs from gilts. Therefore, this a common strategy for small herds is to bring in larger groups of new breeding stock every periodically every few years and keeping the group for multiple parities. This has some health advantages, but there's drawbacks as well and disadvantages. As I said before, having all the pigs from a sow herd and having the sow herd in a homeostatic condition really helps the health status. However, the normal removal of sows from the group will lead to a smaller group size over time, resulting in a smaller group of pigs sold, which would result in lower income. And at the same time, it could increase your costs because if you sell less pigs with the same fixed cost structure, you're going to have a higher fixed cost per pig. So the trade-off is significant. If your fixed cost is high, you need to keep adding gilts to each group of sows to keep your numbers up. But if numbers are not important and if your fixed costs are low, then maintaining the sow group as long as you can in the same parity will typically increase your herd health. So if high herd health status is more important than total numbers of pigs, then you want to do a common practice for small herds is that keep your groups of sows for multiple parities before selling them and bringing in a new batch of gilts to replace that bunch of sows. This is Dave Stender, swine specialist for Iowa State University Extension.